the P to the A, and today what we're gonna do is, once the snow stops, we're gonna go to Dunkin Donuts and get a coffee. That's what everybody does in New England. That's what you do after a snowstorm. I traditionally don't drink black coffee. I drink espressos, and mostly on the weekends, but we're gonna go ahead and try it. We'll see if it's hype or not. A lot of people love Dunkin Donuts coffee, right? Usually it's between Dunkin Donuts and Starbucks, and people really love their Dunkin Donuts. We had a snowstorm come last night, and it's dumping currently about 6 to 7 inches. It's going to go to 12 inches. And one thing that New Englanders do once they shovel themselves out, once the snowstorm is over, they go to Dunkin Donuts and get a coffee. So we're going to go to Dunkin Donuts after the storm is over, and we're going to find out if Dunkin Donuts coffee is hype or not. Now, I got to be honest with you. I do have their iced coffee from time to time, but never their hot coffee. I don't drink regular coffee from Dunkin Donuts. I don't drink regular coffee at all, to be honest with you. I drink more espresso coffees, and I do that on the weekend. And in New England, the battle is between Dunkin Donuts and Starbucks. Usually Dunkin Donuts is the hometown favorite. Once we shovel our way out, we're going to go to Dunkin Donuts. We're going to order a coffee and try it out. Alright, so I'm on my way to Dunkin Donuts right now. I just finished shoveling. They had a nice snowstorm overnight. They said it was going to be about a foot, 12 inches, but I think it ended up being a little less than that. So now we're going to do what every New Englander does, and they get some kind of Dunkin Donuts coffee, right? Again, I don't really drink Dunkin Donuts coffee. Once in a while I have some iced coffees, but I never have their hot coffee. And the Dunkin Donuts primarily dominates on the East Coast and Starbucks on the West Coast. So it's between Starbucks and Dunkin Donuts. But I would say here in New England, Dunkin Donuts probably is the king. So we're gonna go to Dunkin Donuts. I'm gonna order a medium coffee, and my car just slipped. I'm gonna order a medium coffee, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you know if it's hype or not. It's estimated that 5% of all credit card transactions are for coffee. So I'm not a big coffee drinker as far as regular drip coffee or regular black coffee. Once in a while, or I should say on the weekends, I do drink some espresso coffee drinks, which I like. But that's pretty much all I drink, some espressos on the weekend, some espresso drinks. I don't really drink regular black coffee. So last time I had a Dunkin Donuts coffee was probably, I want to say, 5-6 years ago. And I don't even know if I finished the whole thing. I don't know. I'm going to get a medium today. I'm going to get it with milk and sugar. I know a lot of people get it with cream, but that's not happening. In the Northeast area, there's a Dunkin Donuts in every freaking corner of the street, and people love coffee and they love Dunkin Donuts. Once in a while, I do have one of their iced coffees, but that's about it. I never drink their regular coffee. Like I said, I think last time that happened was probably 5 years ago. So that's what they do after they shovel. They shovel, and then they go to Dunkin Donuts to get a coffee, I guess. I don't know. But that's what I'm doing now, right? I never did it before, so I'm going to go through the whole process. And it did snow. I did clean the driveway, and now I'm on my way. Just got to be careful here because the roads are really slippery. And I'm curious to see if there's a line or not at this place. Alright, and here's the Dunkin Donuts. Right ahead here. There's a car already going into the drive-thru. There's one coming out, and we'll go and we'll order. We're gonna order a medium hot coffee, milk and sugar. One thing I don't like about Dunkin Donuts, you ask for an order, they'll never tell you how much it is. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Hi, what can I get for you?
Hi, can I get a medium hot coffee with milk and sugar, please?
You said latte?
No, a regular hot coffee.
Okay, medium hot coffee, you said milk and sugar?
Yes, please. So they didn't tell me how much it was. I never know. They never tell you the prices. And the other problem is with this drive-thru is these drive-thrus at Dunkin Donuts, they're horrible. All right, so I just got my coffee, and here is the cup of coffee that I got. Is a medium. So they have this little neat thing here so it doesn't spill. You can pull it right out. I don't know, I think this is new. I don't remember this. And then I'm looking at my coffee here, and they f***ed up my order. I asked for milk and sugar. They gave me milk and 3 sugars. Milk and 3 sugars. Is that a common thing? I don't fucking know. I didn't ask for 3 sugars, but they gave me 3 sugars. Hot, medium, original blend, 3 milk and 3 sugars. The word 3 never came out of my mouth. I don't understand this place. You go through the drive-thru, they don't tell you how much it is, and then they gave me a coffee with 3 milk and 3 sugars. I didn't even ask for that. We're off to a bad start, but let's see what happens here. Holy shit, hot. It's actually not as sweet as I thought it was going to be with the 3 sugars. I got to tell you, it's a little on the burnt side. Maybe it's been sitting on a pot there for way too long. I don't know. It's not refined. It's a little acidic. Holy f***, this is hot. I'm about to sue Dunkin Donuts. Holy shit. Oh my god. I got to break. Woo! This is a disaster so far. Whoa. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know if I can finish this coffee. Woo! I gotta let it sit here a little bit more and see what happens. So there's the line from Dunkin Donuts. So if you guys thought I was joking, I'm just sitting here enjoying my coffee and the line's already forming. There's a car before me. Now there's a couple of cars waiting in line. I don't understand this whole Dunkin Donuts thing, but people go nuts for it. Alright, so I let this cool down a little. It's so hot, but I mean, this is the most crazy Northeast New England thing to do. It's snowing outside. I'm sitting here with a cup of Dunkin Donuts, which, again, last time I had a coffee from Dunkin Donuts was probably like 5-6 years ago. So for me, I find that this cup of coffee from Dunkin Donuts, I mean, it's okay right now. I mean, I'm not really feeling the whole vibe. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why it's so good. It tastes like what you would brew at home, you know, in a pot. I don't know. Is this better than Folgers Crystals? I had no idea. Again, I drink mostly espresso coffee, which is on a higher level of coffee as far as the coffee beans. This is, to me, this is regular, you know, your leftover beans that nobody wants, you know? Is this Arabica beans? Or is this Robusto? What kind of beans are these? I don't even know. Doesn't really matter. It just tastes very acidic. It tastes like it's been sitting in the pot. I don't know how some of you people can go to work and drink, like, you know, they used to have the big ones. I don't know if they still have it. And not shit yourselves, because I'm going to tell you right now, that's what probably this is going to do to me. I don't drink this quality of coffee, which to me is not that great. I mean, it's not bad, but what's the difference between this coffee and then you going to a Cumberland Farms and making your own coffee, like that Green Mountain coffee that they have? I don't know. But I think the iced coffee, because it's cold, it's more tolerable. You can drink it more. Again, it's very acidic. The acidity. Again, they put 3 sugars on here, and I'm actually kind of glad they did, because it's kind of not. It's not sweet. I don't like sweet things, but it's not. It's like a little bitter. There's a bitter note to it. When they roast the beans, you could the bitter notes from the beans are coming through. I'm sure a lot of you people out there, especially the ones that don't care about their diets and stuff, they're probably going to get this with 5 sugars and a bunch of cream, and it's going to masquerade the bean flavor a little bit. So you're probably drinking shitty coffee all your life, and you don't know it because you're masquerading the coffee. And I think that's what happens with most people. They masquerade the coffee, and like, oh, Dunkin Donuts is great. Yeah, but you're drinking, you know, you're drinking sugar and cream, and you put cream on anything, it's going to taste good. If you live in a state where you don't have a Dunkin Donuts, you're not missing much. How much was this thing again? Like $2.40, $2.50. And I think you're better off going to just the Cumberland Farms and making your own coffee. I'm trying to get to your level to understand this whole Dunkin Donuts culture, this whole thing, and I'm not right now. I'm just not there yet, right? And to anybody watching this, if you live in a state where you don't have a Dunkin Donuts, I'll tell you this: you're not missing much. if you have a Starbucks and you don't have a Dunkin' Donuts, you're probably not missing much. That's my opinion. And right now, as I'm formulating, you know, trying to get a perception of how this coffee is and trying to figure out why people love this Dunkin' Donuts coffee so much, I gotta tell you, I'm not there yet. Let me have a couple more sips. Let me see if the palate changes. Right now, it's not changing. It just tastes like a cheap coffee. I'm sorry. It just tastes like a regular cheap coffee. I know if you go to certain Dunkin' Donuts, some make it better, some make it worse, but you know, when you have a business like this, a franchise, you have to be consistent. So I'm just going by this Dunkin' Donuts, and I ordered something safe, which is milk and sugar. Again, they gave me 3 fucking sugars and 3 milks. Never said the word 3, but that's what they gave me. Kind of glad they gave me a little bit more sugar, to be honest with you. All right, so I think I'm ready to let you know my opinion on this. Is it hype or not? Let me take one last sip here. I gotta tell you, to me, this Dunkin' Donuts coffee is all hype. I don't see the difference between this coffee and something you make at home. I don't see the difference between this coffee and a coffee that you get, you know, anywhere else. Matter of fact, I find it, like I said before, sort of bitter. So the beans haven't been refined, so they have that bitter note at the end, which indicates they probably don't get the best beans. And it makes sense because this is regular coffee. But yeah, I don't get it. So is it hype or not? It's definitely hype. You're not missing anything if you never tried Dunkin' Donuts. You don't have to take planes, automobiles, and everything else to get here if you don't live next to a Dunkin' Donuts. You can stay where you at and just know that you're not missing anything. 100%, I'm going to say that Dunkin' Donuts is hype. $2.50 for this, I think it was, or whatever it was, 2 something for this. And there's no difference. You can go to Cumberland Farms, you can go to a convenience store, make yourself your own coffee, and you'll be fine. You're not missing anything. I'm not a big fan of it. It is what it is. I think it's hype, and that's your review. And I think after this might give me the shits right here. We don't know yet. It's only a medium. They f***ed my order. Didn't like that. I mean, just not the greatest experience. I don't get this whole snow thing and staying in your car and going to Dunkin' Donuts. I don't like it. I don't get it. And I think it's hype. That's my opinion. So this is the PA. We'll see you on the next video, and I'm out. Peace. So I'll be honest, right now I'm on my way home, and I just left Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm already feeling a little gurgle in my stomach. So